Welcome back to LIVENODING. In this episode, I want to show you an old trick that can be upgraded today thanks to sphere chalk and geometry nodes. So basically, it's kind of a way to play around with grease pencil, and I was inspired by foods like this taiyaki, Japanese taiyaki. So basically, I want to treat the grease pencil as a first-class tools to make 3D shapes. All right, so let's just get started. I just gonna play around and doodles. So create a grease pencil blank, go to the top view and go to draw mode. By default the strength is not 100%. I will have it 100% and radius, yeah. Okay, so the idea is to draw something, and we're gonna be turning this into 3D shapes, so you can make any shapes. I think it's probably more interesting if we use mirror. So by doing this, we're gonna end up with a enclosed kind of shapes. I tested this a few times in the past. I think could be like an interesting tool. The thing is, with grease pencil you can actually attach it to another stroke, so it could be kind of interesting. So if you go into 3D and you start drawing things like this, it's starting to connect the paths, you know, in 3D. It's kind of like the 3D doodles pen. I don't know, I like it's simple, so for now just maybe draw it from a single axis like this from the top view. So let's say you have artwork like this and you want to turn it into 3D. It's just like a bunch of shapes, right? So let's save this as GP test. So it's just a stroke, and we're gonna use we're gonna apply this, and we will use sphere chalk. Oh, before we use sphere chalk, first of all, grease pencil tend to be really quite dense and heavy, so maybe we can simplify by using adaptive. So it's much simpler now, it's very efficient. Now we can go into sphere chalk and GP. We're gonna be using this grease pencil. Yeah, okay, so we have something. From this grease pencil, we're gonna use mesh join. We're gonna join all the edges and find the intersecting edges. So we need to do this, and then we can use planar edge net. Okay, so that's the secret. I've shown you this in the past if you watch my older videos. Oops. Select this node, tap V. It's gonna connect the path. So I think it's done most of the job for us. Actually, some of them are missing. I mean, the 3D one doesn't work. It's not planar, so it needs to be, I think it needs to be planar. We might have better luck if we just select all this grease pencil and then S, Z and zero it out, and frame info. Just gonna force reload it. Okay, it probably doesn't work as well. I'm trying few things, maybe just increase the resampling of the grease pencil inside SphereChalk. Maybe we can fill some of the holes. Okay, maybe we fail. Intersect edges, 2D, 3D. Remove double. Oh, it's okay, maybe doesn't really work, but we're gonna bake it anyway. Check out the result. We want just the connected edges. There you go. I mean, I think maybe the way the algorithm work, but at least we have these shapes. Set origin to geometry. Yeah, just clean it up. So with this, we can use geometry nodes and try maybe like extrude mesh. Random values. We can mirror it. And I will mirror it also on the other side and do remesh. Okay, so this is one way you can play around with this. Okay, maybe scale elements. You can also do it like this, or you can also separate, maybe separate the face. Split edges. With split edges, we're gonna be separating all the edges, so we just have the polygon face. And we can scale the elements. Okay, so you got the idea. So now back with the grease pencil. So since we already have the tool, let's delete the grease pencil. We're gonna draw another grease pencil. Let's try this somewhere here. Try to make like an enclosed shapes, and the planar edge net will take care of it. You can perhaps do something similar with an Illustrator app. Like a vector drawing art. So let's say we have these shapes, pretty complex. I'll go back to SphereChalk. Let's grab the new grease pencil. Okay, it's only okay. I might need to apply this first. And reload. Okay. Yeah, some of the shapes seems to be missing, but I was hoping that I can fill this shape as well. Maybe it's not touching. Maybe I should have extend some of this beforehand. So I wonder if we use something like length. So with the length, we can extend the end part, which is kind of interesting in itself. We apply that. I will have to. Okay. Sometimes it's complaining, right? It says cannot. I cannot apply because it's using the same data as SphereChalk. So I just created duplicates. Yeah, this time it works. It's overlapping in a magical kind of way because I'm using the extend. Now I bake it. We actually have something which is pretty incredible that it works. Now that this one works 100%, we can just simply reapply the geometry nodes. Select this guy, set the origin to geometry, select this guy, Command L, link. No, okay, just copy the modifier. Okay, cool. Back to geometry nodes. So we have control. Now you can turn on and off the split edges. Maybe I turn this off for now. Play around with the scale. And just play around with the thickness as well. This one you can use remesh or not. It's totally up to you. So this is what we have actually. Okay, so you got the idea, right? So make like random doodles. It's gonna convert it into this kind of shapes. You want me to show you again once more? Grease pencil, blank. Go to draw mode. Once again, maybe just close your eyes and just make like random doodles. Mirror and extend the length. So they are basically need to be overlapping and with kind of touching. I don't know, you can make a shapes. I don't know, maybe like a fish or like a character, because it's just like 2D doodles. So you can extend the length, make sure they're overlapping. And grease pencil actually have sculpt mode as well. So with the sculpt mode, of course, you can push things around, push or grab. It's really powerful. You can smooth some of the areas using the smooth tool, and I don't know. It's very flexible anyway. Yeah. Okay, you have this. Go back to SphereChop. We already have the nodes. Let's apply this first. Oops, okay, it crashes. Maybe it was a little bit too complex. Did I save it? Pretty sure I did. This is the test stroke. Okay, cool. If I apply this, maybe get rid of the length. Apply. Okay, cool. Save. Extend the length. Apply. It works. Back to SphereChop. This one has a lot of details. Okay, but it works. Cool. Okay, bake. Have this. Select the one we want. Invert it. Delete the one we don't want. So it's clean. Set origin to geometry. Select this guy. Select this guy. Command L. Copy modifier. Okay, so now we have our dough. We have taiyaki kind of generator, sort of. Yeah, you can draw like a normal fish. It's gonna work. Yeah, in the future I might revisit these ideas. We can do something more. We know the fact that Grease Pencil itself, if you right click, you can convert this to Bezier curve. And now you have curve, and then you can keep the curve and turn it into some kind of pretzel, because okay, this is the curve, sorry. So curve geometry, if you increase the depth, is we also have this line, and we can turn this into volume, and yeah, you know the drill. But I will maybe try again, like in the future, same ideas. Okay, so there you go. Hopefully you find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.